Oh, welcome to the channel, ladies and gents. Welcome. Shang-Chi actor Simu Lee deletes a tweet making fun of Nicki Minaj because everyone went mental at him on Twitter, which is insane. The guy's a bit of a boss, actually. His tweet was very, very funny. I don't see why he deleted it. I genuinely don't, but I would imagine, actually, having said all of that, that this probably came on high. Someone told him to delete it, but it's a real shame. It's a real shame, and it seems nonsensical as well, like you apparently just can't have a laugh anymore. So we're going to dive into this today. The article's linked down below. Before we do, ladies and gents, did you know I've got a second channel? It's all about cars. In fact, I'm rebuilding a Nissan Pulsar GTIR on it every Monday. There's videos. In fact, there's actually videos every Monday, Wednesday and Friday, but every Monday there's a video on the Pulsar. You'll find a link to that down below. If you enjoy what I do here, maybe you'll enjoy my car channel as well. Go and check it out. Also, I'm selling a Blu-ray. It's my film Black Fields. The film is on it. The prequel film is on it. An hour-long documentary. The soundtrack, as well as concept art. And also a whole bunch of photos and things like that. There's only 65 left, if I remember rightly. So go grab yours now. There's a link in the description box. Let's dive into it. Ladies and gents, all that stuff out of the way. Let's dive into this. So, look, Shang-Chi actor Simu Lee deleted his tweet making fun of singer Nicki Minaj after a number of users on Twitter took issue with the tweet following the release of Marvel's first Shang-Chi trailer. And this is what they do, ladies and gents. These absolute worms, these maggots of society, sit there on Twitter, and when someone draws, I don't know, a good straw and becomes something, even though he was anyway, they then scour their tweets for something amiss, something they can pick up on. And it's like, for God's sake, do something better with your lives, you absolute bottom feeder scum. And you really are bottom feeder scum. There's no other words for you. You sit there on Twitter and you go through nearly 10 years worth of tweets. The tweet in question, ladies and gents, was released in 2012. Now, you tell me what other words we can use to describe these people other than maggots. Because I believe that they are absolute maggots. Just disgraceful. So anyway, this is what happened. The tweet, which Liu wrote in November 2012, read, "I thought I was at a Nicki Minaj concert for 20 minutes before I realised I was just watching a homeless man yell at a pigeon." I think that's hilarious. I think that's great. Sorry. Like what was that stupid song called recently? WAP? Come on. That was lauded as like this amazing, song for like feminist agenda and all this kind of crap. Like, this is just a joke, honestly. Absolutely disgraceful. This is hilarious. This is great. I like this. This is brilliant. But you can't make jokes anymore, ladies and gents. People don't let you, people don't like jokes. Jokes are no good. You make a joke, you go to prison. In the gulags with you, if you make a joke. Anyway, so and this is this. Why would he even tweet this out? He then took to Twitter and said, "Well, this was a highly dumb tweet. Looks like a dumb 23-year-old trying to sound clever." It's funny. Why are you deleting it? Why are you even addressing it? It's funny. So he followed that up, announcing he was deleting the tweet, and he simply wrote, "Deleting." Why? Why? So it really shouldn't come as a surprise that Leo deleted the tweet. The actor has made it clear he's a believer in woke culture. In fact, he's one of the more radical believers in the way of the woke. And, yeah, I guess if you've embraced that culture since it's rose to sort of fame and prominence, then, yeah, you probably would retroactively look at yourself with disdain, which is probably what he's gone and done. So back in June, the actor called for the defunding of the Popo. Of course, he wrote, "Over the last few years, I went from empathetic and sad to just plain angry. Defund it, and make way for a new system that doesn't prey on the lives of the underprivileged." Not only does he want the police completely defunded and eradicated, but he also believes in systemic racism. So he says, "Super proud of my parents for watching the YouTube video I sent about systemic racism and also proactively educating themselves. Yes, my WeChat profile picture is me in a tux. I think it gives off a very classy vibe, and I'm not interested in your judgment. Okay, thanks." All right. Okay, then. But also, mate, you are using WeChat, something which the communist China, Chinese Communist Party, watch like hawks. I mean, it's no surprise you are, you're sitting there going, "Oh, I can't bitch about Nicki Minaj." Like, are you serious? Really? He would go on to then tweet, "The bar is set too goddamn low. The officers should be disciplined for the slightest abuse of power, force and power. They should be disciplined for every punch, kick, swing of a baton, or smirk." What? That was not absolutely necessary. What? What? You'll be disciplined for a smirk? Alright then. He concluded the tweet, "A system that condones all of this is broken." I don't see you rallying against the Chinese Communist Party, mate. So anyway, Liu would later call for the reboot of the criminal justice system. He wrote, "I just remember we had to reboot Spider-Man a few times to get Tom Holland. We can reboot the criminal justice system too." That makes you sound like you're trying to be clever. Not the joke. Not the joke about Nicki Minaj. No. This is what makes you sound like you're trying to be clever. And the actor would also reveal what his vision for a world without police looks like. He tweeted, "What will we replace the police with?" Which is... I really hate it when they do this caps lock, lowercase, caps lock, lowercase chat as if you're basically calling everyone that asks this question a retard. That's basically what you're doing here. And it's a perfectly valid question. If people are saying, right, defund the police, a valid question is, so what would you replace it with then? That's perfectly valid. But the fact that you choose to remark people with this just goes to show, it just goes to show a lot, doesn't it? And this is who he would replace it with. Social workers, crisis staff trained in de-escalation, women's shelters, counsellors, Planned Parenthood, therapists, safe injection sites, rehab, community outreach, night classes, affordable healthcare. Yeah, none of that stops someone from breaking into your house. But that's fine because you probably live in a compound, you giant raging douche canoe. So interestingly, he would then backpedal, saying that he's not actually trying to abolish the police, citing a Vox article written by Emily van der Werf, saying, "Welcome cynics and conservative trolls. Glad you're dropping by. While you're here, please take a gander as to what abolishing the police actually looks like." Spoiler alert, it doesn't mean absolutely no police anymore. Kind of what you said here, though, isn't it? Let's be honest. But no, never mind. Anyway, in the article, Van der Werf admits she has no clue about what she's actually writing about. Seriously, she writes, "I'm not even really here to tell you what the police should be abolished, that the police should be abolished. I'm no policy expert, but a lot of people I tend to agree with on other questions of socio-political interest. People who know what they're talking about think doing so, or at least significantly reducing the power of the police and reimagining their function, is probably a good idea." You know what? They did that in London, and we have one of the worst knife crimes, series of stabbings, anywhere. In fact, it overtook places like New York. That's how bad it is in London. Because we had standard stop and search, because we have a knife crime epidemic. People just getting stabbed up left, right and centre. Because we don't really have many guns here. Yes, there are some guns, but it's mainly knives. Very, very easy to get a hold of, and people just keep killing each other with knives. All the time. In fact, it's one of the main reasons I moved out of London, because I would just hear on the radio, "Yeah, someone was stabbed just down the street from me." And I'm like, I should probably get out of here, to be honest. This is crap. So, sure. Just, reduce all their power. Such a great idea, mate. Reduce all police power. No. All you do is you hold police a little bit more accountable, you retrain them, and you also teach people to give police respect. It's not difficult. I mean, there's so many other things you could do. Anyway, whatever. I'm not here to get into the discussion. The point is, this guy's a raging douche. He deleted a tweet that I thought was hilarious. I don't get it. I don't get it, But basically, he succumbed to the rallying cry of the wokerati on the Twitterati. Because he's a titterati? That was real bad, wasn't it? Anyway, let me know what you think down below. If you're new here, do hit subscribe. FYI, Shang-Chi actor Simu Lee. This tweet, this is funny. Back in 2012, when you weren't sucking on the woke teat, you were funny. You're not anymore.